last week I played 1942, classic shoot 'em up from 1984, and as I said in the video, if you watched it, I find that basically all shoot 'em ups appear to be effectively the same game, just with different graphics. So I've only ever really used 1942 as my go-to game. So I thought I'd play 1943 this week just to show the similarities, and if someone can point out really the differences, then please let me know in the comments. So let's jump to it. Now, I've never seen a 1943 cabinet in an arcade, so I've never played on the actual cabinet itself. Only ever played it on emulation. Now, I find I don't actually get too far in this game. It is that bit harder than 1942, but essentially the gameplay is still the same in my opinion. So I may play one game, see how far I get, but I may continue or just play a game. But we'll see how we go. So I'll put my credit in, and we'll see how far I can get. So like 1942 starts off on an aircraft carrier. You've also got 3 barrel rolls. So again, very, very similar. And you'll also get the red planes that give you the power-ups. There they are. Now the power-ups are slightly different on this game. This is not a bad power-up, because you obviously get some side shots. There is a power-up which I actually find completely awful, and I can't really play with it. But if you watch last week's video again, and you know 1942, you can see graphics are very similar, but they have been updated slightly. And again, we've got a sort of like mini boss ship. So that basically you can shoot at the power-up, which enables it to change. So you can kind of select which power-up you want. When I actually get the power-up I don't want, I usually find myself getting stuck with it. So far, so good. Right, so now we're coming up on the boss ship. Now this is where I find it starts to get that tricky now, that much more tricky. As we shoot 'em ups, I find that you end up with way too many bullets on the screen. In fact, so many bullets on the screen you can't actually see what you're doing. And it's like, well, how do you avoid them? Yes, you've got your barrel rolls and things, which you can do, but you've only got so many of those barrel rolls. Okay, so here's where we start getting heaps of bullets. So much going on the screen that you can't avoid what's going on. Now on this game, you don't get lives, you get 1 life, and at the bottom left is a health bar. So already, I'm already half dead, or more than half dead. Obviously if I was an optimist, I'd be half alive. But I've now got my energy back. Of course, the other difference is you've now got in-game music on this. You don't get music on 1942. So now I've got a different power up. Alright, so I've now got the power up that I don't like. So So I've just used a barrel roll there. I actually hate this weapon, it is awful. I need to get rid of this power up because it is killing me very rapidly. You see, the power on this is so weak. Right, got rid of it, but I'm now quite low on life. There's just so much going on the screen here. The colours are all the same now from what's been blown up and what's still to be blown up. Oh, I managed to get it. I think that's the first time I've ever destroyed that one. But look at my life bar. I am almost dead. I certainly can't be optimistic about that one. And I'm getting topped up with my energy again, so not too bad now. I'm almost fully alive. So I don't think I've ever got this far on this particular game. Again, because you can shoot at the power-ups to actually improve it, I find I spend too much time looking at that or concentrating on it than actually shooting stuff down. And as you see here, I am now almost dead, and I think that is me dead. So that is the furthest I've ever got on this, but again, to me, it's still pretty much the same as 1942. Yes, it's got some different power-ups. Gameplay though is still exactly the same. Which is why I go to 1942 rather than playing this so much. But anyway, so that was 1943. I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.